Back in July, a conservative blogger named Brian Ammon, he wrote a Substack blog post called Take Back Our Country. And in it, he listed 10 ways in which conservatives can do that, take back the country. Things like fly the flag, talk to your neighbors, buy local, have parades and barbecues. Well, number 6 on his list, join the library board. Because, he wrote, these traditional institutions, what he called libraries, have been captured by left-wing activists who see themselves as woke missionaries in a pagan land. How do we stop this nonsense, he adds, to make sure libraries promote traditional values? Well, join the board and use your influence over the policies and personnel of your local library. Well, last night, Brian Ammon was able to accomplish the first step toward that goal when Eagle City Council approved his appointment to the Eagle Library Board of Trustees. That July post, by the way, was just a taste of what Brian's take is on a local library. Ammon calls himself a Christian, a husband, a father, and a descendant of American pioneers, which says a lot about who he is and might let you in on where he stands. His writings, though, might give you a little more insight on what he believes about libraries. On March 8th, he posted a 1,200-word blog on this very topic, saying things like this about libraries being run by leftists and librarians thinking their job is to bring the progressive light to the knuckle-dragging rednecks of middle America. Remember that leftist librarians see their mission as educating or indoctrinating, he wrote, the less enlightened. They use their principle of free speech as a weapon against our families and our communities. They count on us to be so wedded to our principles that we will do nothing to stop them. What if we took back our libraries, he wrote? What if library boards were composed of solid conservatives who believed in America's traditional Christian values rather than weak-willed quislings or worse, Marxist activists? What if library staffs were passionate about sharing the great books of Western civilization rather than promoting divisive racial politics and sexual degeneracy? That's what he wrote. Ammon was appointed by Eagle Mayor Jason Pierce last night, who said in last night's city council meeting they had 7 candidates for that job. And he, that'd be Mayor Pierce, along with the library director, the chairman of the library board, and the city council liaison, well, they whittled it down to 3 finalists, and Brian Ammon was appointed unanimously. We tried reaching out to the mayor of Eagle a couple of times, yesterday and today, to ask about this appointment process, how a contributor to the Idaho Freedom Foundation and someone with these kinds of views of libraries could get such an appointment, but as of this broadcast, we've yet to hear back. We even reached out to Mr. Ammon himself to ask what he plans to do in his new position. But he has yet also to return our call or our message, although the answer to that question appears pretty clear. Ammon is going to begin a 5-year term starting October 1st.